All right, let's talk about something nobody wants to bring up at dinner. But if you're over 50, you've probably dealt with it, or you're dealing with it right now. Constipation. That bloated, uncomfortable, nothing's moving feeling. And yeah, you've probably heard the same recycled advice your whole life. Drink more water, eat more fiber, take a laxative. Generic stuff, surface level. Today, we're going deeper. What's actually happening in your gut after 50? Why does constipation get worse with age? And what actually works, including brand new research from King's College London. Let's get into it. First, let's clear up a big myth. You do not need to poop every single day to be healthy. That's not the definition of constipation. Medically, anywhere from 3 times a day to 3 times a week can be totally normal. What actually matters? Are you straining? Is it hard and difficult to pass? Do you feel like you never fully empty out? And here's something a lot of people don't realize. Some people with constipation go 3, 4, even 5 times a day, but only tiny amounts each time. It's like a traffic jam in there. If that's you, you're not crazy. It's real and it's common. Doctors call it chronic constipation when you've had at least 2 of these for 12 weeks in the last 6 months. Hard stools, straining, incomplete emptying, fewer than 3 bowel movements a week. And you're not alone. Up to 30% of adults over 65 deal with this. Women, 2 to 3 times more likely than men. Why it gets worse after 50. Here's what nobody explains. Your gut at 55 is not your gut at 25. The muscles in your intestines weaken, the nerves slow down, you produce less natural lubrication. You're likely on more medications, and a ton of common meds cause constipation. Painkillers, blood pressure meds, antidepressants, iron supplements. Think of your digestive system like a conveyor belt. At 25, smooth and fast. After 50, if you're not maintaining it, it slows way down. And when it slows, everything backs up. But here's the good news. You can get it moving again. And it's not just eat more fiber. The problem with generic advice. In October 2025, researchers at King's College London reviewed 75 clinical trials and published the first real evidence-based dietary guidelines for constipation. One of their biggest findings? The generic advice to just eat more fiber doesn't have strong scientific backing specifically for treating constipation. Does fiber help overall health? Absolutely. But as a targeted constipation fix, the evidence is weaker than people assumed. So what actually works? Strategy number 1, the kiwi trick. This one's legit. 2 kiwi fruits per day. That's it. Multiple clinical trials show that eating 2 peeled kiwis daily for at least 4 weeks increases bowel movement frequency, improves stool consistency, and reduces straining. In some studies, kiwi even outperformed psyllium fiber supplements like Metamucil. Why? Kiwi contains a special enzyme called actinidin that helps break down proteins and move food along. It increases natural mucus production in the intestines, basically lubricates the system. And newer research suggests it reduces methane-producing bacteria linked to constipation. 2 kiwis in the morning, 4 weeks. Cheap, safe, solid science behind it. Strategy 2, magnesium, the overlooked mineral. All right, here's one a ton of people over 50 are sleeping on. Magnesium, specifically magnesium oxide or magnesium citrate. The same King's College London guidelines we talked about, they actually highlighted magnesium oxide as one of the strongest non-food options for chronic constipation. Studies show that taking between 500 milligrams and 1.5 grams per day for at least 4 weeks can increase how often you go, soften stool, make everything easier to pass. Why does it work? Magnesium pulls water into your intestines. More water equals softer stool equals easier movement. Simple mechanics. Now, quick safety note. If you have kidney disease or you're on certain medications, talk to your doctor first. Magnesium can interact with some drugs. But for most healthy adults over 50, it's safe, affordable, and easy to find anywhere. Start low, go slow. Let your body adjust. And hey, if this is helping you, hit like and drop a comment about what's worked for you. It helps more than you think. Strategy 3, water, but not just any water. Yeah, drink more water. You've heard it 1,000 times. But here's what most people don't know. The type of water actually matters. The new King's College London guidelines we talked about, they actually highlighted mineral water as one of the strongest non-food options for chronic constipation. 2 to 6 weeks can make a difference. Why? Because mineral water works almost like a gentle magnesium supplement. It draws fluid into the intestines and softens stool. In the US, look for mineral water that lists magnesium content on the label. Sparkling mineral water usually has more minerals than regular tap water. Now, beyond that, basic hydration still counts. Aim for at least 8 cups of fluid a day. Pro tip, warm water or herbal tea first thing in the morning is powerful. Your gut's been resting all night. A warm drink is like a wake-up signal that says, all right, let's go. And one more small trick, a splash of apple cider vinegar in water before meals can stimulate digestion. It's not magic, but a lot of people swear by it. Strategy 4, move your body, move your gut. This one's free. Your gut has its own nervous system called the enteric nervous system, and movement directly stimulates it. Research shows 30 minutes of moderate movement per day improves bowel transit time significantly. You don't need a marathon. Brisk walking, light yoga, even just moving around your house more. When your body is still, your gut is still. When your body moves, your gut moves. If you're cramping or bloated, try this. Lie on your back, pull both knees toward your chest, hold for a few seconds, stretch back out. Repeat 10 times. That gentle pressure on your colon can literally help push things along. A heating pad works too. Warmth relaxes tight intestinal muscles and boosts circulation. Your bathroom habits matter. This might sound weird, but it's legit science. The way you sit on the toilet changes everything. Standard American toilets put your colon at an angle that actually makes it harder to fully empty. But if you elevate your feet about 7 to 9 inches, like using a small step stool, your body shifts into a more natural squat position. That straightens the colon and makes bowel movements easier and more complete. Now, let's talk routine. Your colon loves routine. Try sitting on the toilet every morning for 5 to 10 minutes at the same time, even if you don't feel the urge. Don't strain, just sit, relax, breathe. There's something called the gastrocolic reflex. Your colon naturally activates after eating, so 15 to 30 minutes after breakfast, that's prime time. And whatever you do, don't ignore the urge. Holding it in repeatedly trains your gut to stop signaling properly, and that's one of the fastest ways to make constipation worse. Strategy 6, the stress connection you didn't see coming. Here's something most people never connect. Your gut and your brain are constantly talking to each other. Scientists call it the gut-brain axis, and it's very real. When you're stressed, not just for a day, but chronically stressed, your digestion feels it. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline literally slow down intestinal movement. That's why during tough times, work pressure, family drama, big life changes, constipation suddenly gets worse. So if you're over 50 and this has been a constant struggle, ask yourself honestly, how stressed am I really? You don't need a meditation retreat, but small daily habits add up. 10 minutes of quiet breathing in the morning, a short walk in the evening, turning off the news before bed, getting real sleep. Over time, that calms your nervous system and your gut responds. When to see a doctor. Now listen, most constipation is lifestyle related and very fixable, but there are red flags you should never ignore. Blood in your stool, unexplained weight loss, constipation that suddenly flips back and forth with diarrhea, severe constipation that shows up out of nowhere and doesn't improve. Those can sometimes signal something more serious. If that's happening, call your doctor, don't guess. The bottom line. If you're over 50 and dealing with constipation, here's your simple game plan starting tomorrow morning. 2 kiwis with breakfast, a glass of mineral water, 30-minute walk, magnesium in the evening after checking with your doctor if needed, a small step stool in the bathroom, 5 minutes of breathing before bed. Nothing extreme, nothing expensive, all backed by real science. Your gut after 50 isn't broken. It just needs the right support. And you absolutely can fix this. You've got this.